What's on YouTube? It's Pete TT back at it with another Division video. Today guys, as I'm sure you can all read, we're looking at the Barret Bulletproof chest piece. Now you guys know how hard I've been farming for this particular name piece of gear, and blow me, after hundreds of run I didn't get it from Lexington. I got it from a damn proficiency cache, right? But hey ho, the bottom line is I have one and now I can show it to you guys and tell you if it really is good, and the important part, whether it's worth chasing. Now before we go too far guys, I just want to apologise again for the lack of videos at the moment. As you guys know, I'm in the process of moving house. I'm extremely busy and you know, family's got to come first. So let's jump into this though. First up, let's take a look at it. Being such a rare drop, I figured you guys should see it in all its glory, so here she is. As you can see, it's black with a white Riker cross on it, and to be honest, it does look pretty sweet. Not my most favourite looking bit of named gear, but not the worst either. Moving on then, let's look at the talent. Now, I say talent loosely, as this talent is actually a three-pronged talent that has three separate effects, but they all work around skill cooldown. So up first we have when no skills are on cooldown, increases skill power by 10%. Now what does this mean in terms of numbers? Well, personally it means I can go from 122k skill power up to 135k skill power. Now that's an increase of 13,000, so overall not a bad increase. Obviously the higher your skill power is, the higher the effect you will get. As an example then, if you had 250,000 skill power and added on 10%, that would increase your skill power by 15,000 up to 275k. On its own guys, this is a very nice and useful part of the talent, but there is of course more with this chest piece. So up next we will have a look at the second prong of the three. When one skill is on cooldown, increases damage by 5%. Now, as you will see, personally, that takes my DPS from 335,000 to 349,000. Now, I do feel the need to explain something here, guys, as I've seen it asked in many other videos, comment sections, and on social media, and that is the skill cooldown and when the increase in damage is triggered. So let's use Seeker Mines as an example, as they are now used a hell of a lot more. So when I deploy my Seeker Mine, you will see that my damage is not increased, and that is because the skill isn't actually on cooldown. The skill cooldown only starts when the Seeker Mine has detonated, and that is when the damage increase is triggered. Now, when you have a fairly long skill down, example, my Seeker Mine cooldown is 30 seconds, then you will get that damage increase for 30 seconds unless you use a second skill and activate the third prong of the chest piece's talents. Now this is extremely good if, like myself, you spec 0% into electronics and have a fairly long skill cooldown. But when you're running, say, a skill build like Marco's Reclaimer build, and there'll be a link in the description below if you guys haven't seen that, that can have their skills back every 6 seconds. I don't feel that this chest piece is too useful. I mean, come on, how useful really is increased damage for just 6 seconds? Let's look now at the third and final prong of the talent, and that is when 2 skills are on cooldown, your armor is increased by 10%. Now, personally, that means for me, I can go from 52% to 58% armor mitigation. Now, team this up with, say, a sturdy holster, and you can easily reach 65.5% armor mitigation while in cover. Now, why is this part of the talent good? Well, the way I see it is when you've used both of your skills, you are doing one or two things most of the time. You're either retreating, and in this case the extra armor is very nice, or 2, you are up in either a player's face or an NPC's face hoping to get the kill before you die, and again in this situation the extra armor is very nice. Now then, that covers all 3 prongs to this talent. Let me now review this piece and tell you, in my opinion, if it is actually worth grinding for or not. So, All three talents are very, very nice and definitely very usable in multiple situations and builds. But the extremely low drop rate this piece of gear has means for me, on a recommendation point of view, just isn't worth chasing after. I mean, I'm not the only person that has been grinding Lexington daily for this chest piece and never got one drop, and I'm sure I won't be the last. Bottom line though, guys, this chest piece is very good, yes, and if you want to grind Lexington over and over again, then do it. You won't be disappointed with it when it finally drops. But there is so much more in this game to do than grind the same mission hundreds of times before finally getting this chest, and in my opinion, it's not the be all and end all of builds in 1.5, and that for me means the grind I went through to get this bit of gear just wasn't worth the reward in the long run. On a number value, the chest piece is a total 10 out of 10, and clearly a massive amount of thought went into the design of this bit of gear, and that's great. It means hopefully in the future we get more named bits of gear like this, but please, for the love of God, Massive, fix the drop rates. I mean, come on. There is no way people should have run 10 runs and gotten 5 of the chest drop, while other people have run hundreds and not even got one. And that, guys, is going to wrap up another named gear review. I know it's been super quick, and I'm going to go into a lot of build guides with this chest piece as much as I can, how you can use it in different ways, but I wanted to give you a quick look at the chest piece. I wanted to give you a quick look at the talent and how they can affect your characters to some degree. This is by no means an in-depth review. One of those will follow at a later date with a few different builds and how it can be usable with, say, a skill build, with a DPS build, and things like that. But for now, guys, this will have to do. Let me know your comments in the section down below. If you have a chest piece and you love it, you think it's great, you think it's bad, whatever your thoughts, if you've got one, let me know in the comment section down below. If you haven't got one and you're chasing after one, let me know in the comment section down below, guys, why you're chasing after it and how you think it can be exceptionally useful. Smash the thumbs up if you like the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Plenty more Division videos coming your way. And as always, agents, thank you very much for watching. Until the next video, I'll catch you all soon.